Today, on this wood table, we will be taking a look at the M&P9 2.0. Getting right to it here, we can see that I have made some changes myself. The most apparent change would be the apex flat face trigger. The iron sights that I have colored in the back here, so it would be blacked out, and I would put neon pink nail polish on that front sight so it would be easier for me to pick up. Apart from that, not much else has really been done with it. I have shot this at a local range, not this one, but the one that they would have renting, right? And then this particular one I did take out to my range. Through this one, I have put around 500 rounds. And through the one at the range, I put around 150 in that one. Now, starting from over here, I guess, the iron sights. One thing I knew immediately from the iron sights at the local range from trying it is that I did not like the 3-dot white sights. It makes it a lot harder for me to pick up the center one. It's almost as if I was drunk, right? And it's just you're seeing 3 of everything, or however it goes in the cartoons. But I eventually will do an iron sight delete when I send this off to get milled for a red dot eventually. It is able to accept a weapon light or whatever that has an adapter to go under here, right? The apex trigger. I changed out the apex trigger because, well, mainly this pistol is more of like an experiment to me. I'm not really someone who changes out to aftermarket triggers. I really leave all my stock triggers in all my pistols. The mag release, this is the stock mag release. I might get an extended one, I'm not sure yet. The hand grip. Let's talk about the hand grip for a moment. So this hand grip is very foreign to me because your typical pistol like a Glock or something, right? It's very rectangular here. But this is more round, more ovalish. Very rounded all the way through. Except for the mag well here being square or rectangular because, well, the mag is rectangular shaped. But with other grips, right, they're more rectangular but with rounded corners. But as you can see here, without the back strap, it's very narrow. The back strap just adds width to the sides that would make it like a palm swell. And they do make back straps for much bigger hands, right? They have some with a beaver tail, an extended beaver tail, or it just adds more width here for a beaver tail, and of course the sides come out more. But I feel like the medium is pretty much like the go-to for me so far. I did decide to do a safety delete. Not a fan of it on this, especially the placement. I feel like they could have had a little bit better placement, and because of that I just decided to be done with them altogether, right? I do want to get base plates, aftermarket base plates that don't have this lip here. Even though they're not that much of a problem to me right now, I would rather not have them on here if I can help it. So there's that part. Now, I am so glad that Smith & Wesson even includes this little tool that they have on their pistols, right? I don't know if it's all of them, but I know this one does at least. And In the first week, not even kidding, that I had this pistol, I was able to disassemble everything on here without a problem with just this punch and a hammer. You just take out these pins right here, and you're able to take out the trigger, the sear housing, everything. It's pretty amazing. That's something that I really like about these striker-fired pistols, is how easy it is to take out their internals. I think that's pretty nice. So, why did I get this version instead of the Red Dot Ready version? Well, for the simple fact that I just liked this right here. I just like the clean, like smooth look up here, and then just the serrations in the back. These are actually a nice touch for me too. I don't mind these. These aren't too offensive. You might think I'm losing my mind or so, but the main reason I even took an interest in this particular M&P is because I thought it looked very familiar. I think that the M&P9, or this version to be specific, is the modern day high power, or even the modern day striker fired high power. I know it's weird, like you wouldn't really, I've never heard anyone compare the M&P9 to the high power, but when you just look at them, I mean, you can kind of tell that I have sort of a type here, right? I mean, look at the schnars on this guy. Very long slide, long barrels. I like my full-size pistols. I just think they look very nice. They handle nice, except if you want to conceal carry. They're not always the most optimal for conceal carry on everybody, but, or really anyone's first choice. But I can't help it. I like my full-size pistols, and I just think if they look nice to me. And you know, I put the research into this one. Apparently the M&P has been out since 2017 or so, which at the time, of course, I wouldn't have known about it because I was very ignorant about pistols or just shooting in general. That's why I just never even knew about this. And at the time, I'll also admit, I didn't even know about the high power. So it's always good to have an open mind, because you never know what sort of other things you'll find that you might like even better than what you thought you would like. So in conclusion, I look forward to having continuous use of this in the future, right? I want to use it for carry optics. I'm unable to use my high power or my Glock for carry optics, so this is going to be my carry optics, or what I plan to be my carry optics gun. It has just been able to go through, just eat through the ammo that I had. Not that I really purposely run crappy ammo through my stuff, but it was just able to fire. It was able to work, right? I think it's a great pistol so far, as I am unable to have a final thought or a final really review on it, as if I don't really have that much experience on it. It's a very foreign pistol to me to begin with, and to have any sort of final say is, I think, a little silly. But so far, I am enjoying it. I think it's a great pistol. Would I recommend it to everybody? I recommend you go try it first at the range, like with any other pistol. If you are able to try it at the range first, definitely do that. Can't say that I've done that with everything I've bought, right? But if you're able to, like if you can help it, and if you can test it out or borrow a friend's or something. And there we have it, the M&P9 2.0.